Hey guys, so today I'm reviewing Divorce Sistas season 1 episode 8, and this is the mid-season finale, and it was good. I'm gonna miss this show. I'm not sure when it comes back, but I'm pretty sure it'll be back. Hopefully by the end of the year, but so far these first 8 episodes they did it. And I hope it gets better from here, which I feel like it will be because it's gonna be the second half of the season when it comes back. But yes, this was a really good close to the first half of the season. So the episode starts off, we're in the last week with Naomi showing a video of Myron talking to somebody on the phone, admitting that he's in love with Pastor Jefferson. So then Rashida is in denial. The other girls are like, no, but then Naomi's like, well, there have been rumors, no shade. So then, well, not Naomi, Tiffany's like, there has been rumors, no shade. So then Rashida's like, you know what? Fine, let's just ask the question. So she brings Pastor Jefferson and Myron in there, and she basically plays them the video. And Pastor Jefferson looks shocked too, like, what is this? And Myron's looking like, oh shoot, I just done got caught up. So basically, Pastor Jefferson denies being gay, denies cheating on Rashida, denies being attracted to men, all that. Myron's denying it too, but it's clearly on camera that he's talking to somebody, admitting that he's in love with Pastor Jefferson. So he's apologizing and this and that and the third. And basically, Rashida basically says that she's done with Naomi, and she basically walks out. So then, on the way back, Rashida and Pastor Jefferson joke about it. And she's basically like, I believed you, babe, and this and that and the third. And she's making jokes about Myron. And then she also says that she wants to drug test her son because she thinks that he's on drugs. And Pastor Jefferson said he hopes not because his dad and brother were on drugs. So he hopes that, his son ain't on drugs too. So then Bridget and Tiffany are driving to the church, and basically they're talking about it. They're like, wow, because, we've all been peeping how Myron's been and this and that and third. And when they get there, Tiffany gets in her car and leaves, and Bridget runs into Myron, and she basically asks Myron, she sees Myron crying in his car, and he just like, I need to pack my stuff because I know they're about to fire me. I need to clear my office. And she basically's like, calm down, he didn't fire you yet, and just come to work tomorrow, and this and that and the third. And um she asked Myron, is he gay? And he's like, no, I love my wife. He's still in denial. He's basically still denying everything. She's basically like, okay, well, don't lie to them because they don't like a liar. They accept people, they're not judgmental, but they don't like when people lie and try to play in their face. So don't try to lie to them. So then basically Javon calls her, and Javon ends up inviting her to Italy with him and William and Geneva. And Tiffany's like, well, I need to ask Geneva. I need to talk to Geneva because I was supposed to watch Anika. And he's basically like, no, don't tell Geneva. It's fine. I'll tell William, and because she's gonna try to talk you out of it, and we can just get Rashida to watch Anika. So then Tiffany's just like, okay, whatever. So then Tiffany calls Rashida and tells Rashida, and Rashida's like, girl, don't do it. This is gonna be a bad idea, and this and that and third. So then Naomi calls Hakeem and tells him to meet him at the bank. But then she's at the hospital. She's like antagonizing, her ex-husband, his wife. And, he gets the nurse to tell her to leave. And the nurse is trying to call security. And she brings these black flowers, and she hits the flowers on her like wounds and runs away. And I forgot to tell y'all too. Back at the house, basically, her ex-husband is suing her for $50 million for the assault. She got served for $50 million for the assault. So then she meets Hakeem at the bank, and she shows Hakeem $1 million. And he's like, what's stopping me from knocking you out right now, running away with this? She's like, oh, because I will make sure everybody in your DNA is dead. Yeah, I know about your daughter. I know that you went to jail for 15 years, prison for 15 years, and I know that you're currently on probation. And I'm always 10 steps ahead of you. So then he's like, well, let me hold $10,000. She's like, you're not holding nothing until you get this done. And he's basically like, man, I'm not doing it then. She's like, why would you waste my time? And he's like, F you and this and that and third. So then Myron comes in, and Pastor Jefferson finally confronts him. And basically, Myron does admit that he has feelings for Pastor Jefferson, but he's still in denial, saying that he loves his wife. And Pastor Jefferson's asking who he was talking to on the phone. And Myron admits that it was somebody who works at the church, but he doesn't want to say who it is because he doesn't want them getting in trouble and this and that and the third. So then, basically, Myron still has his job, and he basically tells Myron to seek therapy, basically. So then, William invites Javon over to the house. He's cooking steak or whatever, and he tells Geneva about the trip with Naomi, and Naomi's like, no, that with Tiffany, and Naomi's like, and then Geneva's like, that's not a good idea because she has to watch Anika, and then whatever. So then Rashida comes home and she sees her son in her room stealing from her. So she asks him what's in his hand, and it's money. And he's like, oh, I need money to go to the movie theaters with my friends. She's like, what friends? He's like, people from school, you don't know them. And they're going back and forth. And she basically asks if he's on drugs. He's like, no. And he tries to snatch the money. He's like, give me the money, give me the money. He like shakes her, like, give me the money before I hurt you. And then he's like, I am sorry. And then he runs out the room. And Rashida is like shaking up, like, I can't believe my son just did that to me. So then basically while at the house, Anika's outside playing and she falls off the slide. So they rush her to the hospital. At the hospital, the doctor basically, so Tiffany ends up showing up too, and Tiffany is there. So it's Tiffany, Javon, William, and Geneva, and basically the doctor basically says that she needs a blood transfusion. She needs Geneva to do it. And he was like, no, I'm her father. I'm going to do it. And then she's like, no, it needs to be from Geneva. And Geneva's like, what's going on? Why can't it be from William? And she's basically like, because Anika's blood type is AB. And then William's like, well, my blood type is O, so how can my daughter's be AB? And she's like, exactly. So they're insinuating that William is not Anika's father. So that's how the episode ended, and I will see you guys whenever this show comes back for the second half of season 1.